Well, good morning. Oh, Joe, that was like the perfect entrance right there.
Yes.
Taking a sip out of that cup. You know what? Cheers it is.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
Great way to start the day.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love the swag. I love the swag. How's everybody doing today? We got everybody piling in. The notices are still going out. You know the drill. Like, subscribe. Obviously, I need more coffee already to keep this morning going here. Oh my goodness. I hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna go shout out the chat. I believe the Piper Academy has just rated the stream. Thank you very much for that, and we'll go give everybody a shout out in a moment. We're gonna take a look at a few things today. We're gonna take a look at something from Jack Mallers. I'm no fan of Jack. Quite frankly, he's one of those Bitcoin maxis I can barely stand. But anyway, still he put out good information, so we're gonna run with it. So there's that. And then a couple of other things, including some talk about Gemini moving up in the Play Store there. They're becoming a little bit more popular than Coinbase. We're going to talk a little bit about Pantera Capital. Still the latest crap with Monero. And of course, how can we not talk about Trump media and, Chronos? And Joe is kind enough to say he'll look at that chart. So we're going to get to all of that today. So appreciate everybody being here. Let's give a quick shout out to, you know what? I should probably turn on the chat. That way everybody can see the chat there. Details. Like I said, I don't know. Weird day. Just a weird day. Lad, first in here today. Appreciate you being here. BC Port Corp right behind him. And Crypto Princess, good day to you. There you go. Did I do that well? There you go. All right. Matter of fact, she's got a interview she did, it looks like, with help me, Joel Valenzuela, dropping tomorrow. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I can't wait to go and check that out. I mean, I've talked with him many times, but still nice. And yes, graduation caps being dropped. Dylan here, appreciate you. Alexandra G, Mod Queen, love Alexandra G. Thank you for all you do. That's all I can say to that. Thank you for all you do. LBC in the house, appreciate you. And hopefully everything on Piper Academy went well, and you're going to be setting off on the right foot with the new baby and that kind of thing. It's it definitely is expensive. I mean, I thought it was expensive back, all my kids are grown up now, got kids, but like I wouldn't even want to do it these days. Piper was talking about the inflation rate on diapers alone, and he ain't wrong, man. It's horrible. Whew. Man, anyway, you're welcome. You're welcome, man. I know it's not a lot, but it's what we can put together. You know what I mean? What we can put together. And Dutchy in the house, appreciate Dutchy. Thank you for being here. Jesse, hey, Uncle Jesse emojis in the chat. If you are a channel member, appreciate that. And scanning real quick. I don't want to miss anybody. Harp in the house. Harp, appreciate you being here. And if I'm missing somebody, I'm going to apologize in advance. I am trying to kind of go really quick here so we can kind of get into things. JR is here. Appreciate you, JR. I don't know. I'm feeling like I messed. Oh, there we go. Can't miss K Diggity. K Diggity, welcome. Appreciate you being here. I don't know, Joe. Did I miss anybody else? I'm scanning so quick right now.
Everybody, if we didn't give you a shout out, make sure to say hi right now. That way we can see your name.
Yeah, we can definitely give you a shout out. And Andy, appreciate you being here. Andy, great supporter of this channel and everything I do. And I can't thank her enough for all the help in the background that she gives with regard to the newbie series that we're putting together, the educational series for those coming new into crypto. Thank you again for all you do. Much appreciated. And I'm just zipping down real quick to see again, JR. I think I already gave you a shout out. Mike, there he is. Mike in the house. Appreciate you being here. Mike, you weren't first today. That's a rarity. Usually you're like the first one. What's up with that? And sorry, I'm not picking on anybody. All right. And I think, I think that's going to do it. Joe, what do you say? I say we kick this thing off, and
let's go.
With Jack Mahler's, we're going to take a look at the latest video he's put together that basically talks about, you know what? Did I not add it in? Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. I was like, damn, did I just mess that up already? Starting off bad. Anyway, this is a commercial ad, whatever you want to call it, that he put together a video that basically he's talking about Bitcoin versus real estate here. And he goes through a bunch of different things. It's about a minute and a half long, give or take. But again, no fan of Jack Mahler's as far as his Bitcoin maxi ideals. But again, good information is good information. And I thought we would start with this, and then we're going to let Joe jump into the Bitcoin chart, and then we'll move on from there. So let me kick this off. I'll bring it up full screen for you.
Bitcoin is going to demonetize real estate. A house is not supposed to be a savings account. It's not supposed to be what you exchange your effort and labor for. You acquire a house to consume it and live in it. It's not a money. Unfortunately, because the world has been robbed of money, robbed of the market good that they're supposed to save and exchange in, and that market good has been manipulated and debased and controlled, people have had to resort to things like real estate as money. And so real estate is distorted. It's artificially expensive. And so Bitcoin will dematerialize that for all of the money that's in real estate, not to consume it, but rather to save in it. That money will go to Bitcoin over time. And what that will do is it will drive the Bitcoin price up and will drive the real estate prices down. Guys, when I got into Bitcoin, my dream house was 100,000 Bitcoins. And then some years later, my dream house was 10,000 Bitcoins. And then some years later, my dream house was 1,000. And then some years later, my dream house was 100. And then some years later, my dream house was 10. Now, the average American home you can get for 3-4 coins. So I think within the next decade, you can get a median-sized house in the United States for less than 1 Bitcoin. And so the best way to become a homeowner and a purchaser of land, of real estate, is to stay humble and stack sats.
There you go. I'm not a fan, and I'm gonna just bring up this comment from BC. No, you're not, brother. No, not even remotely. Love BC. Love BC. Matter of fact, another one, huge help with regard to that whole educational series. He and I actually just finished up another recording session last night. The man is great support. Appreciate that. I mean, a lot of what he said, like it's facts in that video, Joe. I mean, and how many times you and I have actually brought up a couple of those where they showed like it was 100 Bitcoin and then 60 Bitcoin and and it was down to like, I don't know, what was it? I think the last one we showed was down to like 3.5 Bitcoin or something stupid like that. We see it all the time. I mean, I don't know. Facts.
One thing that really gets me upset, and it's always on the anniversary date, where the guy who bought the pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin, whatever it is,
I know,
like that gets me so super upset because nobody knew that Bitcoin was going to be where it's at right now. In hindsight, it's like, oh man, I wouldn't have done that, But that's in hindsight. Like back then, it was like that was a big thing. That was like the stepping stone that you could use fake internet money for something. And so like I commend the dude. Like I'm like, dude, like you like set the pace that you can get something for this internet fake money. But everybody, oh man, I wouldn't have, nobody would have known. And now
exactly. You wouldn't know at that time. You have no idea. No idea.
Same thing with buying all these other coins and just holding them for 5 years or whatever. And now you're a millionaire because you held them. Yeah. But there's other coins that you hold for 5 years and they turn to zero. Like you don't know.
You don't know. And listen, I still I've told the story many times, still kick my butt for my own butt for not, when the guy was, and I'm like, this is money. That ain't money. What are you talking about? Again, every time I say that story, I say I'm sorry. So if you're watching, I'm sorry. I should have listened. Anyway, but BC, you're right. And I just wanted to bring this up because we were just talking about the whole real estate thing. Yeah, the markets are definitely broken. There's no other way to say that. That's a fact. BC dropping it as always. Dave Digital in the house. Appreciate Dave Digital. Love your Saturday morning stuff, brother. I love it. I love it. All right. I used to buy. Oh, there you go. Yeah. The priorities, right? The priorities. There it is. And yeah, you know what, BC, I got to believe you're not alone. I'm sure plenty of people that may have been their first introduction to Bitcoin and other things. Yeah. All right. Appreciate everybody being here. But Joe, if you're ready, we're going to kick over to you and let you run the show for the Bitcoin chart. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. There it is, brother. Go. It's all you.
All right. So this Bitcoin is going to be fairly quick. We'll kind of go over this more extensively in my live stream. So make sure to check it out Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. And so Bitcoin came down. So I always say what goes up is going to come down. Like these are definites. What goes down is going to come up unless it's a rug pull. But what goes up is going to come down. What goes down is going to come up unless it's a rug. And it's just a matter of when. Like we don't know when it's going to come down or when it's going to go up. But eventually it will, and it'll find support or resistance until the next support or resistance. Here, when the price was here, we were saying that potentially, because we don't know, potentially the price might come up. Now, granted, there was no further coming down. At this point, I thought we were going to go up. Sure enough, we came up, and this is my thought process. Go up to around this area, come down, come up. Now, this area, after drawing the fib retracement tool, happens to be the minimum that I would like to see, 382. Came up, stopped right around the 382 level, came down. So that's what this represents. Then here is pretty much our decision. Like, well, what are we going to do? Are we going to roll over and take this low, which would be taking this low, and go for this low? Or are we going to come up here, take this high, and then possibly continue up? So our decision point, once again, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't. We can have indicators. We can have whatever. But here it went up, came down, decision point, about halfway of this leg. And now it's coming up here. We are starting to see some wicks, though. We're starting to see some wicks. This is on the 4-hour time frame. Overall, I think potentially we're going to go up until we reach this trend line. Once we get into this zone, then I am bullish again. Right now, I'm bearish, especially with the macro stuff as far as the weekly, selling pressure wick or SFP, swing failure pattern, saying that we could potentially see more of a downside macro term. Here, I am thinking we're going to come up to about this trend line. So depending on where we're at when we get there, about 115-ish area before getting a rejection. But what I'm looking for is right now, I'm looking for the pivots. And so right now, I don't want to break this level, which is the 236, which is about 110.760. I don't want to break this level. Then more than likely we'll come up. Let me go ahead and hide this. That way we can not be so much. I like my charts clean. So if we come up, I don't know if we will. If we come up and we come back down, what we're looking for is just to not break the pivots going to the downside. This is why I trade level by level, and this is what it is. It's a pivot. It's market structure. That's essentially what it is. But it's just simpler, in my opinion, if you just say level by level than market structure. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to start breaking the lows. And what I'm thinking is this: if we make it up here, and then this is really going to be like our major decision point, our macro. Are we going to re-enter the bullish zone, or is this going to be just another bearish retest, creating another, where we come down and we break the lows? And now what we're doing is we're targeting these areas down here. Again, this is from a previous cycle. We can go over more of this on my stream. But what we ended up doing is we broke below this very significant zone. This is the zone that we needed to bounce to remain semi-bullish underneath this. level, but very bullish if we go above it. And what did we do? We actually broke below it. And if we just kind of zoom in, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. We broke above, we went to the very top, came down almost, barely did it like a little bear trap. We're coming up again. So what might happen now is we might do something like this, or we come up to about here, maybe, then do a higher low, kind of what I was showing here, and then continue upward. What we don't want to do is we don't want to start breaking this to this. So in my opinion,
and I just brought up BC's comment. He's saying we need to hold that at 111.8. So
yes.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I do think that we're going to go up. And then once we hit this general area right here, this is kind of what I'm looking at. So we can actually do it from here to here. So this is what I'm looking at right here. This is my area of if we break out or above it, when we come back in, if we come back in, like, are we going to just say, okay, that was enough, let's start going down now, or are we going to push up? So this right here, this zone is really what I'm looking at. And just kind of give you an idea of the zone price, just real quick estimate. We'll go ahead and do this 114.3 to 1. So it's a fairly tight range, but this is what I'm looking at. So if we do come up, hopefully we can bounce out of that. And let's see if it's, yes, it does. So whenever I'm doing these lines, none of it is just like, I think it looked cool if I did this, or no, all this is because I'm looking to the left. And you can see that it matches up like almost perfectly without me drawing this little box, just kind of eyeballing it. So everything I do, it's very strategic. And this is what I think might happen. Will it? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out.
And you got Uncle Jesse saying that we're in a demand zone. There you go. There you go. Listen, I don't know. I personally, I think it still looks a little bit weak for, again, I'm no chart person here, but I believe it's got another, it's got another burst in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My opinion. Again, like it says here, not financial advice.
Not financial advice. Yeah. Anything on this channel is never financial advice. This is just our own personal thought process, our ideas.
Yep. Awesome. Anything else you want to say, Joe? I don't want to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that was it. That was the end of it.
Okay, perfect.
If you want to find out more, then, of course, join my channel. Once we're done here, we're going to be automatically redirected. We'll go more into Bitcoin, more into your coins, answering questions, going over charts, hopefully finding setups, whether they're longs or shorts. And right now, in my opinion, the shorts, because we haven't broken above that orange line, but right now we're gearing towards longer term shorts, and longs right now are just kind of like scalp trades. But again, we could go all the way up there before coming down, but we'll just see the pivots. Like, that's all we can do is just wait.
Yeah, you just got to follow it as it goes, and remember that these whales are constantly trying to manipulate the charts. I mean, let's speak.
And they know what we see. I would not be surprised if, and again, it's not foil hat theorist or nothing like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if the whales taught people how to trade. That way, they have more control over head and shoulders and everything else, and the whales can actually produce those patterns so that you're trading them.
Yeah.
Just be very careful.
Yeah.
Stop loss.
And again, Joe's live every Monday through Friday, noontime. Again, we're heading over to his channel. If you're on YouTube, you don't have to do a thing. We're going to forward you right on over there. And then on the weekends, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So like I said, if you're on YouTube, just sit tight. I know we got a bunch of people on X. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. And but X is you're gonna have to go find Joe. He does stream there. Where again? I know you use some other service. Where you stream all the time, Joe?
Yeah, I do YouTube, X, and I don't know, somewhere else. I'm really on Twitch.
You sound like me. I just click the buttons as I'm in StreamYard, and it's so true. It's so true. All right, we're gonna kick this thing off. We're gonna go take a look at the news. Like I said, we're gonna at the end we're gonna talk about Trump media. We're gonna talk about their Chronos Treasury, and Joe will take a look at the CRO chart. I'm going to guess that it's still kind of flying high, and we probably are not wanting to go and buy into it if you're looking to do that. But I don't know, maybe there's going to be some time coming up shortly where shorts might be appropriate. I don't know. Joe's going to lay that out there in a little while. All right, let's get through some of the news items that I have here. Now, you know what? I got mixed feelings about MetaMask. But it's the biggest one if you're looking in Web3 properties, trying to hit those those exchanges, et cetera. MetaMask now introduces social login, enabling you to sign in with Google and Apple, so you don't need a seed phrase anymore. And I don't know if I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I like that very much. Joe, what about you, man?
I saw that yesterday, and I don't like it at all. With the seed phrase, at least you have it written down, hopefully in a book, and you didn't just copy and paste it and put it on your computer with the folder saying passwords and bank account numbers. Hopefully you don't have that. Yeah.
You're not supposed to label it like that, Joe. What are you talking about?
Don't do it. But I actually have my very first code book. This is one of 3. I actually wrote on their code book.
Oh,
and
nice.
Like, that's not a smart thing to do. But that was like 20 years ago. But now, for my code book, what I do is I have certain characters that I never use, and I'll put that into my password, so that if anybody does steal my code book, they can never get my stuff because, well, it's all wrong from what's written down in here. So that's one very important thing to do. But yeah, in reference to the seed phrase, write it down, and we've seen it time and time again where these hackers have hacked into Google to go into the exchange, to wipe out the exchange stuff.
Yeah.
So they can easily do that with, if you're logging into whatever MetaMask or an exchange or whatever it is with your login for the email or Gmail, whatever, Google, they can easily do that too. So for me, it's a step down from the security. Now, granted, it's more convenient, but same thing with having your door locked. It's more convenient just to leave it unlocked. You can just open the door,
right?
But the security's not there. Right, you need to lock your door.
I was gonna say it used to be a good thing. Just leave the door open all the time. Believe it or not, I still got a couple of buddies now. They live in the sticks in the woods in Maine, so I mean I kind of get it. But they still leave their door unlocked. Like if I ever wanted to go there, I could just walk right on in. His wife would be sleeping, whatever. They'd never even know until they're like, "Oh, hi, what are you doing here?" Yeah, man. I one of these. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. But sorry, I didn't mean to get off on that tangent. But there we go. And JR, yeah, exactly. I'm with you. We don't need corporations having access to that kind of stuff. And that's kind of my thought process right there. I mean, do you really trust Google? I don't trust Google. I mean, I use it as I need to use it and do what I got to do. But I'm going to go and put my faith in, Gmail to get me into my MetaMask wallet. No
convenience, man, so convenient. Instead
of
typing your long password or whatever, or if you forget it, get the seat. But I saw that, like I said, and I was like, no, don't like it.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I want to give a couple of quick shout outs. Some people have joined on in here. Techman is in the house. Appreciate you for being here, Techman. Yes, happy hump day. Exactly. Let's see what else we got here. We got Darren Does Things, DDT in the house. Appreciate you. And let's see. I
saw it. Magnet chat.
Boy. And it starts the magnets. Oh man.
We got my 2 favorite people in here with the magnet chats. We got DDT, Darren Does Things, love the dude. And then of course Dave Digital. They know how strong I am about there are no magnets. They love
they do. Wait, I saw one more. I'm gonna bring it up in a second. And yes, I agree with you, and we're gonna get to this in a little while, BC. CRO would not be my choice for a treasury, but hey, what the hell do I know? Sonny is in the house. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you. And this is what I was talking about. There we go. Look at all those magnets. Look at them all. Holy cannoli right there. What?
Oh, we got everybody chiming in on
there you
those
go.
magnets.
There you go. I use Keith's Google to log in. There you go, man. There it is. There it is. Nobody will ever catch me. Yep, there it is. That's fact. Oh, wait, and yeah, there it is. Hey, listen, it's all in good fun, man. All in good fun.
Oh, heck yeah.
We have a good time here. It's a good ribbon to get a little here, give a little there. It's just the way it is. It's family. That's the way you look at it, man. It's family,
100%.
or at least that's the way I look at it. I don't know. Don't dish it out if you can't be taking it. That's the way.
100%.
Yep. All right. Let's keep on keeping on. Now, I teased this in the beginning about Gemini, the Gemini app, basically surpassing Coinbase on the iOS, the Apple Store, basically. And they say after the launch of the MasterCard, who cares about that? The fact of the matter is that now Gemini ranks 16th, while Coinbase is 20th. And I've come to like Gemini more than Coinbase for a few different reasons. But, again, centralized exchanges, use them like a restroom, go in, do your business, get the hell out. It's that simple. And but good to see that it's moving on up. Yeah, I stole that from Crow, by the way, Crypto Crow. But anyway, all right, let's keep on going right here. Bitwise just filed an S1 form with the SEC to launch a Chainlink ETF. Monday, Joe, you and I were talking all kinds of Chainlink news. So here we go, just more in the way of Chainlink. I didn't even think. Have you been following it, Joe? Has it even affected the price? Do you know? I honestly didn't even think about asking you to take a quick look at that, but
yeah, as far as Link goes, I really haven't.
You don't have to go crazy. I was just curious if that notice or that word even affected anything.
Yeah, not really. Price actually come down the past several days, from $27 to about $23, $24. So it's actually come down.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, you know what? I think I always have. I like Link. Again,
Same.
Not financial advice, but to me, a good long-term hold in my opinion. And you know what, BC? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Exactly. If I'm pretty quiet around you, yeah, either you've got me in awe on the amazing amount of knowledge that you're just dropping right here, and or I'm just like, And yes, Andy, thank you for pointing that out. That was one of the things that Joe and I had talked about. They're going public again. Something I thought, quite frankly, they would have done long prior. Especially with Coinbase, having been, on the stock exchange for years. Right. But yes, you are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Okay, let's keep this thing moving on. Don't forget, if you're just kind of jumping on in, I can see we got a couple more people that jumped in. Don't forget, smack up that like button. Appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe. I wouldn't mind if you shared this out even, because you know what? Trying to grow the channels. That's what we're trying to do here, and get out the good information and get out the good info. Appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. And don't forget, we're heading over to Joe right after we're done here in about 30 minutes. So sit tight. Let's see. Wait, what's BC saying about this? Andy, don't buy the Gemini hype. They run in deficit. Yeah. You know what? That was the other piece of news. Thank you. BC always got that alpha coming. And he's right. That was one of the things that came to light when they filed for their stock exchange listing, is that they were definitely running in a deficit. That was something we highlighted. Good point, BC. Good to bring that back up. Thank you for that. And if I can take that off the screen. All right, here we go. Get on to the next piece of news right here. For those who are Solana fans, I don't know, is Automatic Beats in here? Or
we'll find out.
Yeah. Oh man, Pantera Capital plans to raise $1.25 billion to launch a Solana Treasury. Sorry, I get it. A lot of people bullish on Solana. I don't know. That's not one of the ones I would be putting in, maybe a little bit in my treasury, but I wouldn't base my entire treasury on Solana. Joe, anything you want to throw in on that? Because I'm waiting for somebody to put in the chat Solana to 0. But
yeah. For
there
me,
it is.
like before, I was like Bitcoin only, but now, you know, seeing that people are doing ETH and ETH is going well.
Yeah.
Sure, Solana, but I don't know. I think it's going to get too diluted just in that too, you know, because all these corporations and everything, if they just had one, it'd be great because well, it'll drive up the price. But if they start doing Solana, then XRP, then SUI, then Doge, and then so now it's just like, okay, well, here we go again, dilution, you know, oversaturation.
Yep. I mean, at the end of the day, that may be I would like to think that that's a smarter move. You know, looking at the all your eggs in one basket ideal for the company, you know what I mean? But I mean, okay, you can say, and I think I got BC's comment up here, but okay, we'll bring up this comment from BC because he and I were actually talking about this yesterday. That's so funny. But anyway, you know, it makes sense, even if you're doing Bitcoin at the end of the day as part of your treasury. Why would you not, like, maybe, you know, spread the love a little bit? I'm not saying go nuts and make it all like equal, but having that little bit of, I don't know,
diversification.
Because yeah, it's like when something goes up, something goes down. I mean, you were literally just saying that, Joe. It's like, you know, so I don't know, just a thought. But BC's right here. Yeah, these companies, and especially when we were talking, BC and I were doing a recording session last night for the new educational series, and we were talking a lot about the TradFi versus DeFi and that kind of thing. And he's right, man. Basically, you're adopting the shit that's gonna just replace you at this point. That's the phase that we are in right now with regard to that. And what's this? Or is them adopting a system making them control it? And well, you know what? I think that's their ulterior motive there, JR. I'm with you on that. I really do. See, I haven't eaten breakfast yet, Tech Man. There you go. You got me hungry there, Tech Man. Oh, dang nabbit. Okay, so oh my god. Dave Digital, love you, brother. That's awesome. All right, we're going to keep going right now. And to the point of adopting what's going to replace them. Here you go. You've got these banks basically doing their lobbying efforts. And not for nothing, we talked about some the Winklevoss putting money in on Monday to a PAC to do lobbying, because let's be honest, that's just the way the sausage is made, as Daniel Diaz likes to say. Nobody wants to know about it, but the fact of the matter is it's a dirty business, and lobbying is a thing. Well, here we've got the banks lobbying to block stablecoin interest from being a thing, so getting yield on your stable coins. Now, you know, they talk right here, oh, this could trigger blah blah. I don't care about that. The fact of the matter is, they are trying to control the game, to JR's point just a second ago. And right now, stable coins is where they have a little bit of teeth, thank you to the Genius Act, which again, opportunity for backdoor CBDCs. Again, not what I'm looking to get down that proverbial road right now. But anyway, Joe, any thoughts about this? I mean, I get it. The lobbying thing is a necessary evil in our current political climate, but any thoughts about them lobbying against the yield for stable coins?
Nope, no thoughts.
Okay. I mean, because we're still we're still seeing it. I mean,
Right.
Coinbase does it. You can go on Coinbase, whatever, I don't know. I think they're going to lose the fight, or, well, I'd like to believe they're going to lose the fight, but time will tell. Time will tell. All right, let's keep moving this on. And right here, I thought these are some good numbers for Hyperliquid. Basically, for the month of July, recording 330, almost $331 billion worth of trading volume. And they say surpassing Robinhood. I mean, I know a lot of retail investors go to Robinhood. It drives me nuts every time I talk to somebody about crypto, and they're like, "Yeah, I got that on my Robinhood." It just is. It like hurts my heart. It just does. It hurts my heart. But Hyperliquid getting some volume moving here. They'll probably have a even higher volume this month because they had all that stuff going on with Bitcoin through Hyperliquid. Anything you want to add with regard to Hyperliquid? You got any Hyperliquid? You deal with Hyperliquid, Joe?
I've done some trading on Hyperliquid. First, the two dexes that I absolutely love because, well, they make me money, were Jupiter and Radium. Those were the two top ones on Solana.
Yes.
And then Hyperliquid came on the scene. Everybody's jumping on the hype train. Hype has really been just kicking butt. And so now, like, especially in my group, I rarely talk about Jupiter and Radium. Now it's all hype because you want to go where the money's going. And the money is definitely in hype. So, I mean, I love hype.
Excellent.
I'm looking for that retrace, though. I got a trend line and everything on hype. I've been watching it. It's right about to hit the top of the trend line, so hopefully I can catch it going down if we do pull back, which may, we'll just see. Joe needs curtains. What do you mean?
I know. I just saw that. I'm like, what is he talking about? What?
Is it about the echo or is it too much sun? I have a light right here. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. That it makes me look like a ghost. But if I don't,
I tell you what, though, if I could do this without the light, man, that'd be so much better.
Oh,
I'm so grateful because there's always a plus and a minus, but I'm so grateful when the camera doesn't work. It's like, well, the upside is I can turn off the light because I mean, just
no facts, man. I kind of want to put my sunglasses on. Wear my sunglasses at night. Anyway, so much for that. I ain't gonna have a singing career, obviously. But Steve Hickey in the house. Appreciate that. How you guys doing today? We're doing pretty good. I mean, been out a few days from work. Oh, is that, hopefully like because you want to be out of work for a few days, not because of something going on like you're sick or something. So appreciate you being here, man. Thanks. All right, we're gonna keep going here a wee bit. Oops, hit the right button, Keith. Okay, so the Monero drama continues, and it's like, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of spin on both sides of this with what's going on and so on and so forth. But the bottom line is this: there's definitely an issue that needs to be addressed by that community. And again, I say that as a proponent of Monero. Love Monero. Love privacy coins. Going to be a huge, huge thing as we go forward. I don't know. Right here, they're basically saying that Monero just had 2 9-block deep reorgs. And they listed here and they show everything here. Again, links to everything I'm talking about are in the description. So you can go ahead and check that out. I know on the screen it might not be super easy to see this. But I don't know, man. This just... part of it aggravates me just because, do good things. And then part of it is like, well, okay, I get it. You got to test your systems. You got to prove that you're worthy of being, in this case, Monero, the #1 privacy coin, by market cap. So I see both sides of it, but it's just like, man. Joe, have you heard anything else with regard to Monero or any of this, what's going on with them in Cubic?
No, I just know that Monero is being talked about a lot. And you know how they say, oh, as long as you're still in the, in the streets, like, or the words on the street, like, it's a good thing, good press. Yeah. There's no like really bad press. Well, in crypto there is, the FUD, So I mean, it's in my opinion really kind of like bashing the project and the name. Hopefully they come through it, and hopefully the exchanges start listing them again instead of
Yes.
continuing to take them off. But we'll see.
Yes, I agree. And yeah, you know what, BC, you're right. I do believe it will survive. I
do too.
think, yeah, I think it's going to need to evolve a little bit in order to prevent this kind of thing going forward, or mitigate it at least going forward. So, but I'm with you. I think XMR will survive. I also like a bunch of other privacy coins, honestly. To be completely honest with you, I do have Monero, my Monero. Like I say it all the time, right there on that computer right there. But I honestly like Pirate Chain and Darrow. Those are like my two favorites. I know a lot of Zcashers will probably be like, what? Are you kidding me?
There was one coin that I bought. This was back in 2021. It had 1 million coins. That's all they had. And it was a privacy coin. I forget the name of it. And at the time, I think it was like $100 a coin. And I'm thinking, oh man, there's only 1 million coins. It's $100 right now. It's going to go up to like $1,000. It's privacy, this and that. Man, I bought like $14 worth. So I bought quite a bit. And sure enough, I had it. This was on Gate.io.
Yep.
And then sure enough, Gate.io went through the whole, you got to take off your coins, blah, blah. So then I took off my coins and I sold them at a loss. So it was $100 and I sold them, I think, at like $70. So it was a pretty significant loss.
Yeah.
And then somebody had me check that coin like a year or two later, and I go and I check it. Man, that coin was like, I don't know, $1 or something.
Ouch.
I was like, whew, I am so glad that I lost only that 30% versus.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And
I went hard on that coin. Not super hard, but like for
funny,
me,
I was gonna like Joe, get your $14. That's why I started laughing when you said that.
I actually put like $9 in it. But like back, like I would go hard. Like if I saw something, I'd say, you know what? And I got lucky one time with Cake. I put like 90% of my entire portfolio into Cake, and then it went from $3 to $15, and I was like, holy smokes.
Yep. And Joe. He thinks you're lying. I don't know.
Okay, it wasn't $14. It was more like $9. It was significant. It was a good amount of money.
Oh man, that's
not all of it though.
That is so funny. So funny. Appreciate everybody in the chat. I love this chat. You guys are great. All right. Well,
VC.
Wait, now. There you go. There it is. All right. See, you just move that decimal point over and boom.
All you gotta do.
That's it. All right. We're going to get over to the bigger news of the day. Now, this, again, I started talking about it with Jar because it was just happening last night on the Matrix Money podcast, and a link to the article that I actually referenced in that live stream is in the description. So by all means, feel free to go and check that out. But basically, in a nutshell, the Trump Media Group has gone and made a collab with Crypto.com to create a CRO Treasury. And right here, it says Trump Media will purchase approximately, and now this is from, just to show you, Crypto.com, will purchase approximately 105 million CRO and put it on its balance sheets. And I'll turn this on. They did a nice little 15-second video, to show the collaboration with Trump Media and Truth Social and all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you what. I mean, I said it last night, and I'll say it again, and then we'll let Joel take a quick look at CRO. I don't like a sitting president doing this kind of thing. It is manipulation. It gives the people who have Trump derangement syndrome a reason to have Trump derangement syndrome. And quite frankly, we're going to talk one more piece of Trump, the Trump family, in a second after Joe looks at the chart. But I don't know. Joe, before we go to your chart, I mean, do you get the same heebie-jeebies with that as I'm?
Big time. And when you verbalize that, and you verbalized it before, like I mean, I am right there with you, because it's literally manipulating the stock market, the crypto market, whatever it is. It's literally manipulating it. So for me personally, I don't like it. And if like for like the native token for his True Social thing, whatever, like he's already made a meme coin. Why couldn't he have just made another coin to do that? But instead, he's doing something that's already established, very well established, and so that coin can pump. Versus, maybe doing another coin, and then maybe you might not do so well because, everybody got rugged last time. But no, I don't like it at all. I think it's very. I think it's very bad for the space and for him being the president doing it to us.
And again,
not only that, my blood pressure. I mean,
here we go. I started Joe off.
Not only that, but the insider trading. That's what really, really gets me, is all the insider trading. So for him, I don't like it.
Well, Jar said it last night, and he brings up a great point. How do you call out somebody like Nancy Pelosi for doing just that? And you're basically doing the same thing, you're just in a different arena.
I saw that great show last night, by the way. But that was a great point. That was a great point. And he's literally doing that. I'm glad that he called out Nancy Pelosi, but by the same token, it's like, oh, here's a meme coin, and here are my
dropping right on the night of right before I get inaugurated. Yeah, boom. It's like and Wick's wife is in the house. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And yes, it does happen on both sides. That's true. Doctors agree. That's funny.
Hey, they agree. Funny. They agree.
That's right. They don't agree on much. Lord knows. And I'm assuming this is a legit question. Obviously, it's on crypto.com. I'm not. I'm assuming you can get it in most places. Maybe Joe can check real quick after he looks at the charts. I don't know if he has that information right in front of him. BC, dude, I love it. Yes, gasp. Yes, there it is. It's legit. All right. We're getting off on tangents right now, although I like some of these tangents. I'm just gonna say it does make the show go by, and honestly, I think it makes it makes it a little bit more interesting. I only don't like manipulation whenever I'm on the wrong side of it.
Dave Digital for the win.
That's right. +1 in the chat for Dave Digital. Yep. Facts. All right, Joe, I'm gonna bring up the screen here and go ahead. If you don't mind, take a look at CRO.
Yeah, definitely. So for CRO, since July the 8th of this year, we had this nice little pump, and then it's just done nothing but go up, not breaking the lows. And this is, again, why it's very important that I look at the lows, this level by level. If it breaks this level, okay, more than likely coming down for this, continues to come up, then it needs to break this level to maybe come down for this, to maybe for this. And then we got the news, and it just skyrocketed. So from July the 8th, just over about a month and a half, I guess, we have gone up about 260%.
Whew.
Huge percentage. Huge. Whew. Now, this is where, and I believe this wholeheartedly, the DCA, like, CCM does, this is where it pays off. Let's just say, you were putting in, and it's real easy to do this after the fact, but this is for everything. Let's say, you started putting in $20 here, $20 here, every week or every few weeks, or maybe you're rotating different coins or what have you, and then $20 here, even here, $20 here, $20 here. And then now, man, you really went up instead of trying to catch the bottom. So what I'm trying to say, DCA is definitely the way to go. This is the smarter long-term investment versus
long-term.
trying to catch every single little move. Now, for me, I love trading, and I love this type of stuff. This stuff right here, I love it. But this right here, $10, $20, whatever it is, whether it's CRO, Ethereum, BNB, Turbo, any kind of meme coin, could you lose money? Sure. But here, you're just DCAing, not financial advice. But right now, it's gone straight up. Would I recommend entering now? No. Why? It went up already. But Joe, it could go up some more. Yeah, it could. But all I know is that it's gonna retrace. And when it retraces, when it does something like this or something like this, then we can enter the trade. But right now, if you entered, not financial advice, but if you entered right now, you have a very high chance that it might come down before going up. And
there you go. Harp is saying it right there. There you go.
What's that?
I just put up Harp's comment. I just grabbed a quick short on CRO. There you go.
Yeah. So now if you're looking to short, so here's the thing too. You have to be very careful with your shorts, especially. So right now, there's not a lot of coins that are moving. Now this coin is moving and it has hype and FOMO. So what could happen, and I've seen this many times because I've done it, where I'm trying to catch this. And let's just say we do short right here. We can go more of this on my channel, but let's say we try to catch a short right here and the price comes down only to catch more hype and more people talking about it and more YouTubers. And now guess what? You just got stopped out, liquidated or whatever. And it goes up another 20, 30%. So, it's really difficult. But if I was going to short, I'm looking for a pivot here for it to come up. Now I draw my line, and here is where I would short. On the 3-minute time frame, the candle closed. Granted, I'm on the 5-minute, but still. But what I wanted to see is I want to see that pivot. I'm not going to try to catch it up here for the short. Oh, look, we're doing a double top. I'm the best. No, because it can easily continue going up. The people who say they're the best and that they caught the top, well, they try to catch the top several times before it actually caught the top.
Right.
And what they're trying to show you is how good they are after all the failed attempts. So in my opinion, this is safer than this. And that's just my opinion. I get a lot of hate from, some traders, but this is my opinion. This is how I trade. I would rather be safe than aggressive and, losing more times than possibly winning. So that's my thought.
Yeah. No, facts. And Harp, I hope that short goes well. Hopefully you can make some. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I do want to do one thing really quick in reference to your question. Where can you get it from? You just go to coinmarketcap.com. You type in CRO. There's a little search section over here. You type in CRO. You click on it. It'll bring this up. You go to markets.
Yep.
And once you're in markets, it'll show you the available markets they're in. It'll show you the volume. And this is really good also if you're just looking for a coin and you don't want to move the price. For example, if you see the volume of that coin is only $3,000 for the 24 hours, well, there's a pretty good chance if you put 1,000 or 5,000 in that coin, you're gonna move it because for the daily volume, it's really nothing. And you want to go where there's more volume because there's less. Some people call it slippage. There's less volatility. Like you can get more coins at the price you're wanting versus paying more. So hopefully, if that made sense, great. If it didn't make sense, ask me about it on my stream. But you can get it at Coinbase, Mixi, KuCoin, Kraken, all these places, and then some. There's pages of these.
I was gonna say, I assume there was a lot of them. I really, and Harp is saying I exited the short after 20%.
There you go.
There you go.
How much leverage were you using, Harp? Because that's also important.
Yep.
How much leverage are you
facts.
Because I see a lot of people, they'll do like 75x leverage, and then they'll post the results 18%. It's like, oof, man, that's too much risk for me. 8x. Ooh, that's good. That's really good.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, 8x. Yep. I just saw that pop.
That to me, that is a successful trade. If it was like a 50x and you did 20, so like for me, when I show my results on YouTube, my little screenshots, where it's a 75x trade, and I only got like 40% or 12% or whatever it is before I got stopped out. To me, and I let the audience know, it's not a successful trade because it's too high leverage for getting stopped out in profit at that number. I would rather be, if I'm doing a 30x leverage, I want to show at least over 30x, 30%. But yeah. But no, it's hard. Good for you, man. That's a great trade.
Exactly. You take the profits, man. Take the profits. Exactly. And Monster Trading, right? Yeah, Monster Trading in the house.
This is one of my old buddies. Oh man, I am so happy to see you, man. This guy, and I still watch him too. But this guy, this used to be from long time ago, back in 2020. So very happy to see you in the stream. So hopefully you check me out on my stream.
I was gonna say we're going there in about 5 minutes or so, and all you got to do is sit tight. Just sit tight.
Speaking about that, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything ready. But everybody, stay here. Definitely smash the like. If you're on X, come on over. You know the drill. Smash the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Then we're going to go to my stream where we're going to go over Bitcoin. We're going to go over your coins. We're going to go over questions. We're going to go over just the market in general and just to see how we can make money. And one thing that I absolutely love is I show you everything for free. I don't say, oh, well, I can't talk about that. That's in the paid group. No, everything I tell you is for free. So I show you how to trade. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I got to go get everything ready, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Yep. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you being here, man, as always. Special shout out to Joe. He's here every Monday and Wednesday with me at 11 a.m. Eastern time, going over those charts and answering those trading questions and so on. And I really appreciate that. And Monster Trade is saying, I was active on Twitter today, saw your notification. Whoa, awesome. Awesome. Appreciate you seeing that and coming on over. Like I said, just hang tight. It looks like you're on YouTube. So just hang tight. We're going to send you right over to Joe's stream. Joe is live every Monday through Friday at noon and on the weekends at 4 p.m. all Eastern time. Now, I did want to, K Diggity said this a while ago, but I did want to highlight the comment because, we're talking about a lot of FOMO as Joe was looking at those charts and why he was saying about, maybe, you're taking a chance at a short right now, basically, because there still could be a lot more FOMO coming into the market. And yeah, K Diggity, spot on right here with this comment. When we find ourselves looking at a coin that's been pumping for the last week, there should be some sort of no FOMO warning for newbies. And honestly, I appreciate the fact for newbies, especially probably for newbies. Let's say that, but for everybody, truth be told, because sometimes you don't got to be a newbie to be falling into that FOMO. I'm just saying. All right, let's get to the excuse me. Let's get to the last piece that I have for today, and then we're going to go and raid Joe's stream. So just sit tight. Here we go. Now, we're just talking about all this, bad look with regard to Trump and this, that, and the other thing with the manipulation of markets. And the problem is it's not just a sitting president at this point, it's his entire family. So here on this post, Donald Trump Jr. has invested, as they put it, quote unquote, double-digit millions into crypto prediction platform Polymarket. Now, if you recall, DOJ went after Polymarket a while back under the previous administration. And I'll tell you what, Polymarket has put up some pretty accurate predictions for various things. And I got no issue with Polymarket. I think it's great. But again, to the point of, padding your pockets, to the point of the manipulation and the corruption and insider crap. Here you go. The family in Eric Trump. And Monday, Eric Trump was here in the news with us because he just got appointed to the board of advisors. Oh my God, who was it? Now they see, old man brain just kicked in. Sorry about that. But anyway, the point is got their fingers and feet in everything. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. I appreciate everybody being here today. Thank you so much for keeping the chat going. You guys are great. Really appreciate you. Just to give you an idea what's going on for the rest of this week for me, Friday night, as always, Crypto on the Rocks, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Gonna bring in what is hopefully a long holiday weekend for you, and Labor Day coming up, end of the summer. That depresses me, just saying. Anyway, but Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully you'll be able to join for that. On Saturday, be dropping the next video in my senior series, continuing the education for seniors with regard to wallets. And then, of course, on Monday, Joe and I, at least as of this moment, will be back live on Monday at 11 a.m. But myself, Bedell, and BC will not be live Monday night at 7. Although Bedell did say he might do his own live stream that day. So watch for that. Watch for that. And thank you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to head out of here, and we're going to go over to Joe's stream. When we get there and raid, please, in the chat, CCM raid. All right, we're out. Have a good day, everybody, and I will see you again soon.